In the past 30 years, I've had 3 people who had no way of knowing each other tell me that I sound like the popular radio storyteller Paul Harvey. You may wonder why that's relevant. Hold that thought. Last summer, the Solar Eclipse Expedition did not end the way I had planned. I expected to drive across 2-lane and dirt roads almost all the way to my Midwest City, Oklahoma home from Mountain Home, Idaho. However, as I exited the ferry after crossing Lake Powell, I experienced overheating engine coolant. I did film some of that and debated how exactly to treat that in the final videos. Since I was unable to get it to stop overheating, I drove the most direct route home and mostly on 4-lane highways and interstates while running the Jeep heater on max and blowing the hot air out the open windows. Once home, I did some troubleshooting and changed a few things, but was never satisfied that I had really fixed the problem. However, I would take 3 subsequent trips to Houston, San Diego, and the Mesa Expedition when I became ill, and not have a hint of a problem. Well, my good fortune would not last. And now, for the rest of the story.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Day 1, Dollhouse Nights. On this trip, I'm taking the long way to Hanksville, Utah, where I'm going to meet up with Jack and Matthew and their families. We plan to spend about 3 nights in the Maze District of Canyonlands National Park. It is Thursday morning, and we will be meeting in Hanksville on Sunday. So I have a few days to just kind of bum around on mostly 2-lane roads and just kind of enjoy some of the scenery. Plan this morning is to head towards the Oklahoma panhandle, spend the night there, position myself for entry into New Mexico to the end of the panhandle. And coming up in front of us are the Lost Mountains. So I think I'll go in here to the state park, hike up to the top of the mountain right there, that's Cathedral Mountain.
So I'm going to go ahead and hike up Cathedral Mountain here. And here's the view from the top of Cathedral Mountain in Gloss Mountain State Park. This is the rock which makes up these mountains and gave Gloss Mountain its name because it is shiny in the sun, which we don't have very much of today. That looks quite a bit steeper going down than it did coming up.
This must be one of the areas that had some of the fires up here at the panhandle. And I'm entering the Optima National Wildlife Refuge.
I would spend that night in Guymon, Oklahoma. The next morning I'd arise early and head across the panhandle, no man's land as it were, crossing into New Mexico and headed for Raton. This would include a drive along the Dry Cimarron Scenic Byway.
morning, everyone, on day 2 of Dollhouse Nights, and welcome to the Oklahoma Panhandle. I spent last night in the town of Guymon, Oklahoma. Headed this morning to the area around Raton, New Mexico. If you look at a map of Oklahoma, you'll see that the western edge of the Panhandle abuts against New Mexico, so this way I can drive from Oklahoma to New Mexico without driving through Texas. There'll be a little bit of dirt I'll drive on today, and drive a Cimarron Scenic Byway. Believe it or not, the state high point for Oklahoma is off here to the right just a little bit. That mesa that you see on the horizon, Black Mesa. That area is owned by the Nature Conservancy, and they have set it aside so people can hike out to the high point. There's a monument out there. It's about an 8-mile hike. This area was called No Man's Land. Over on the right is Wedding Cake Mountain. Volcano there in the distance. You can drive up to the top of it, and I plan to do that. You can hike around the rim of it also. I've done that before. It's going to be windy like the dickens up there, so I probably won't do that today. I might hike just a little bit of it though. Problem with the Jeep overheating. I think I'm going to stop here. Get a chance to cool off. Honestly, parking home. Temperature gauge is running about a quarter higher than it should. So I got the heat turned on trying to cool it off. The temperature outside's not too hot, that's for sure. Rocky Mountains in the distance.
This is the view from probably up the rim hike. It's pretty from up here. It is windy up here. You can see the Rocky Mountains. A lot of that belongs to Philmont Scout Ranch. We'll be driving right through that tomorrow. And of course the volcano has a caldera, and you can hike down into this one.
Well, temperature is running in the normal range. Better check manually, huh? No trains coming. And here I am up on top of Johnson Mesa. Coming up on a little chapel down here, and it used to be open. I'll check and see if it is still open. Looks like it's snowed in. And I got the windows boarded up. Oh, that's too bad. This falling down building on the right, you can see the front corner of it is missing, is my favorite thing to photograph up here.
Despite my Jeep overheating problem, it had been a good drive across the Oklahoma Panhandle, along the dry Cimarron Scenic Byway, up Capulin Volcano, and across Johnson Mesa on my way to Raton. I would spend the night there, prepared for an early departure, hoping that I might see some wildlife during the next morning's drive.